Traders in the building, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm so glad that you've discovered me, and if you're a returning subscriber, you already know what time it is, man. It's the time of the week where we do the analysis, and today, as always, I'll be doing for you guys the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100, and we're gonna start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list. And as you can see, I'm bullish on this particular instrument, and the reason is obviously you can see over here we are in an uptrend. That's number one, very important to note that. Number two is we are above a level of structure, we are above a support. Now, why do I say this? Because look at this. Previously this was a resistance, obviously this was a clear and clean resistance, but guess what? Price broke that area and came for a retest, but ever since it got there, it hasn't got enough momentum to break below. If you notice these candlesticks, we have about 6 to 7 candlesticks off a monthly time frame around the same area, meaning price is finding support on that area. We can expect a very huge move from that area on. I don't know when it can come. It can come anytime really, but for you to be safe on the safe side of the market, look for buyers more than anything. Do not anticipate sells, not at all, until price can break this low over here. Until price can break this support, there is no reason for us to look for sells, but rather we should be strictly looking for buyers. Going to the monthly time frame, to the daily time frame, so you can see how you can take advantage of this analysis that we have. Obviously, you know, on the monthly time frame you're bullish. On the daily time frame, what is it that you would want to look for? It's easy. You look for structure, any pattern really. It could be a break and a retest, it could be a double bottom pattern, it could be a bullish flag, it could be anything, just a pattern that's suggesting that the market is about to buy. You look for that and you enter for those buys, smaller time frame and even smaller time frame, right? And I'll show you an example of what happened last week, right? So maybe you didn't see this one. If you were trading, maybe you didn't see that why price bought there. Maybe you're wondering why price bought there. It's easy. Number one, you notice here on the bottom, we do have a double bottom, and this is the first low and the second low. So price showed that was the indication that price is going to go up. The second indication is that, okay, now that we broke that area on, price was coming to retest. Clearly, it retested the neckline, and hence now the bullish move we saw over there. So that's all you have to do, man, in the market. You just need to identify structure on a higher time frame, and as you go to a smaller time frame, you're looking for your entries and you're looking for your patterns. Anything at all depends on your entry strategy. My strategy is break and retest strictly. So you look for your pattern, whether it's a moving average, whether it's a Fibonacci, whatever entrance confluence you use, you look for that. But that's it for the dollar index. I don't have nothing more, nothing less. I'm looking for buyers. I'm bullish, and you should also be bullish on the dollar index. Going to gold, the second pair of the day, the second instrument. This is the pair that I trade the most, and like I've been saying to you guys, this I know this instrument just as much as I know myself, and it's so easy to trade, man. If gold is like this, if you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna kill you. But if you know what you're doing, it's gonna build you. You know, it's easy to grow and it's easy to blow. So you just need to apply proper risk management whenever you approach this instrument. But what am I looking at in the dollar or on gold for the week that is coming? It's easy. I'm bearish, and the reason why I'm bearish on gold, it's simply because we are at an every area of sensitivity over there. If you notice, price has been failing to break above that area since around 10 to 20. Price has created that high over there, and ever since, and whenever it gets there, it likes to drop. So again, I'm anticipating the same thing, man, because price drops, it could be doing the same thing again. It could be preparing for those sells. But how can you take advantage of this move going downwards? It's easy. You go to a smaller time frame, and I like for myself when I trade, I like the 15 minutes time frame, because that's the one where I actually execute my trades. And as you can see here, man, I did say last week that I was anticipating that price would come a bit up before it can drop. So obviously that move, it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but trust me, if you go to a smaller time frame, that was a hell of a move, man. I'll post a screenshot over here. I caught that, and it was a nice trade for me, right? So how can you take advantage of this move going to the downside? It's easy. Again, you look for a pattern to the downside. Either you like a break and a retest, you like whatever that you like. My pattern, the reason why I sold on this area is because this clearly was a support before. When it was broken, it became a resistance, and now again we're below that area. For me, it's break, retest to the downside. So until price can come above here, I'm not looking for anything else on gold. I'm strictly looking for sells. And also my other confluence is that the dollar index is bullish. Now a tip is that whenever the dollar index is looking positive, gold should be looking negative, and whenever the dollar index buys, gold should be selling, right? That's just how it is. It's currency correlation. If you want to know more about that, I'll be making a video very soon on that one. That's all I'm looking for on gold. I'm bearish. Going to the next pair of the day, US100. I don't like to end with this one is the third one. I like to end with it, but either way, let's go on. What am I looking for? As you can see already, there it's indicated I'm looking for buyers. But now, why am I looking for buyers on this particular instrument? It's easy. Number one, we are in an uptrend, right? It's a clean uptrend, this one. You don't even have to ask. Price is making higher highs and higher lows. Obviously, you will notice the structure over there, but you can't see it now. But obviously, as you can see, price is making higher lows over here, right? This low is higher than that one, this one is higher than that one. Obviously, price is going up. But now, where is price going? Where is price headed? My anticipation is that high over there. So price, this is the highest it has ever been on this particular instrument. So until price can get there, I am not looking for sells. Like I like to say, guys, if price bounces off a support, it's most likely going to go and reject or respect at a resistance. So until price can get there, I'm only looking for buys. And when price gets to that resistance, I'll start looking for sells unless price then breaks above, retest, then I'll continue looking for those buys. But how can you take advantage of this move going up now that you know that price is bullish? It's easy again. Go to a smaller time frame, daily time frame. You can go to 15 minutes time frame. But I advise anyone trading this particular instrument, your entries, you should take them on 5 minutes. 15 minutes should be your highest time frame for entries. 5 minutes and 1 minute, that's where you're gonna get your entries on this particular instrument, because remember, it's a stock and it's very volatile. So if you're gonna trade it on a higher time frame, chances are your stop loss is going to be big, or you might end up blowing your account. So I did anticipate last week that price was going to come and retest this area. I thought it was going to come and retest that area exactly, but as you can see, it didn't. But guess what? We did get that bullish momentum we were expecting from this particular instrument. But how can you trade next week for the week that is coming? It's easy, bro. Look at this. Let's do like this. So obviously you can see that price, there is a resistance over here that it has created. So if you want to continue for those buyers, you can wait for price to break above that resistance, come for a retest, and then you buy. Or again, price can come back to this support that it has created over here, and then you can buy from there. And now you could have taken advantage of this move easily if you had went to the smaller time frame. Let me show you quickly over here. Let's zoom into the 15 minutes. You could have taken advantage of this move easily because price was clearly showing that it's at a support, and guess what? It created again the pattern, the double bottom pattern over here, and then there was a neckline over here. Price broke the neckline, came to retest. Had you entered here, you would have caught some great pips and you would have made money from there. Now that's the thing about trading. You don't need to catch each and every setup. You just need to wait for high quality setups that you know you're gonna have confidence when you're trading. But I don't trade this instrument. I'm only strictly on gold, and that's the only instrument I trade. Now to the last pair of the day, the US30, and as we end the video with this one. Tell me what you think so far, guys. If you're enjoying, just comment down below and post this emoji if you've watched up to this far of the video, up to this length of the video. Thank you so much. So the US30 again, I'm bullish on this instrument, and my reason is we come from a support, and when we come from a support, most likely the area we are going to is a resistance, and the nearest resistance that I see is this high that we've been over there on this particular instrument. But that's not all. The second reason is you notice that we did have a range over here. That is a minor range on this higher time frame, but if you go to a smaller time frame, it's very clean that price was failing to break above that area over here. Over there, as you notice, there was a crazy range. Anytime price got there, it was resisting. So it's easy, and it even makes sense for us to say price can come and retest this area, and then we can see those buys. Hence, you see that I have an arrow there, the red arrow. I'm anticipating that price is gonna come for a retest, and then we're gonna buy from there. However, you can also trade when price is giving you that retest. You can also take those sells, but again, it's risky because you would be going against the trend. But if you take those sells, you would need to go to a smaller time frame, smaller time frame, and you look for confirmation to the downside. Either it's a pattern, either whatever it is, just to the downside, and then you can take advantage of that trade. As you can see already here, I do notice my entry would have been here, because obviously I would know that it's a break and a retest to the downside. I'm sorry for that. Break, retest. Obviously I know prices needs to go and retest, and then guess what? I would have made that trade. So guys, that's all I have for the week that is coming, man. If you like this video that I post, do comment down below, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and help me grow, bro, as you grow. I love you so much, guys. Thank you for the continued love and support. I hope to see you again on the next video. Let's go.